Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Royal Society of Biology Biology Week Policy Late on Rethinking Our Food System. My name is Simon Doherty, and I have the privilege to host and facilitate the panel session this evening. I'm based at the Institute of Global Food Security at Queen's University in Belfast. I'm a past president of the British Veterinary Association. I currently chair the Food Safety and Sustainability Working Group of the Federation of Veterinarians of Europe, and I'm an ad hoc expert to the World Veterinary Association on One Health. I'm a director of Vet Sustain, and I'm a trustee of development charity Stentiford. But last and certainly not least, I'm a very proud fellow of the Royal Society of Biology. We have four fantastic speakers to talk to you this evening, and I'll introduce them shortly. Now, there's absolutely no doubt that this is a complex issue. We're going to focus this evening on policy rather than politics. But I think even within the last 24 hours, we've seen that even the higher echelons of politicians within central government have sometimes the ability to struggle with some of the complexities that there are around the food supply network and food supply chains. I'd just like to take a moment to welcome you. This is part of Biology Week of the Royal Society of Biology. It runs from the 2nd to the 10th of October, and it's there to showcase the important and amazing world of biosciences. I would encourage you to have a look at the Royal Society of Biology website, www.rsb.org.uk/BW calendar for Biology Week calendar, to see the wide variety of events that are taking place during Biology Week. This is also part of a series. It's the third in a series of the Royal Society of Biology's Policy Lates, which are supported by the Policy Lates Working Group, which comprises the Biochemical Society, the British Pharmacological Society, the Society for Applied Microbiology, the Society for Experimental Biology, and the Physiological Society, as well as core team members from the Royal Society of Biology itself. The purpose of these events is really to look at knowledge exchange and interdisciplinary collaboration between the different sectors on important bioscience policy issues. And there are a number of previous recordings from the Royal Society of Biology's Policy Lates on the Royal Society of Biology's YouTube channel. And again, I would encourage you to have a look at some of those, some fantastic previous recordings on things like climate change, healthy aging, and antimicrobial resistance. So again, some really big topics of huge interest across the biological science discipline. I would encourage you just from the outset, please use the Q&A box to ask any questions that you'd like answered. We have four brilliant speakers here this evening, so take the opportunity to ask them some fantastic questions. For those of you that enjoy a bit of a tweet, please, tweet away this evening at Royal Soc Bio. Use the hashtag RSB Policy Lates and hashtag Biology Week to encourage a wee bit more interaction. I think a number of the other social media platforms collapsed earlier this afternoon, but Twitter seems to still be up and running. So the format for this evening, we're going to have four presentations, each of about 10 to 15 minutes each. And then that should allow us for a good sort of 40 or 45 minutes for questions just at the end. So again, use that Q&A function to ask your questions. We'll start off with Tamsin Cooper. Tamsin is the Director of the National Food Strategy, and she'll talk to us about the reports that the team at the National Food Strategy have written, under Henry Dimbleby. Our second speaker then is Professor Grant Stentiford from Cefas, and Grant will talk to us a bit about sustainable aquaculture and the role of seafood as part of a healthy diet. So moving from strategy into aquaculture, we then move back onto land again. And we're really, really grateful to Ruth Edge, who has stepped in. Unfortunately, Jack Watts was unable to make it this evening, but Ruth is the Chief Food Chain Advisor for the National Farmers Union. And of course, the National Farmers Union is the body that represents primary producers across arable, horticulture, and the livestock sectors. So really, again, right at the start of the food chain, right across those areas. And our fourth speaker then will be Riaz Bhunnoo, and really opening things up then to the global aspect. Riaz is the Director of Global Food Security Programme, and he's going to look at how we go about meeting the challenge of feeding an estimated 9 billion people on the planet by 2050, and the role that the UK plays in that, by ensuring access to safe, affordable, nutritious food for all, and the ability to do that sustainably. So again, I'm going to say it again, please use the Q&A function, and we'll have a fantastic interaction this evening.